As the world entered the 1990s, a lot of exciting things were happening. In the world of television, Beverly Hills 90210 would premiere. In the world of music, Belle Biv DeVoe would release Poison, and in the world of gaming, Nintendo would continue to be untouchable, not only in the home market, but the handheld as well. Join us now as we look back at the year in gaming that was 1990. On the arcade front, it was the beat-em-up scene that racked up the most quarter with the likes of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Final Fight. While in the handheld market, the Game Boy would manage to outsell its home counterpart, the NES, with, get this, 10 million units worldwide in just its second year, putting video games in the hands of even more Americans. While not to be outdone, the NES, still red hot, would still sell 8.6 million units that year, 4 times the amount of their competition, which included the IBM PC, the Sega Genesis, and TurboGrafx-16, which all had superior hardware. Yes, it seemed that Nintendo was building a mini monopoly for themselves and could do no wrong. Super Mario Bros. 3 would be the best-selling game that year, with a whopping 17.28 million copies sold, making it one of the best-selling games of all time. In terms of awards, the Genesis port of Strider would win Game of the Year and EGM, while video games and computer entertainment bestowed the same honor on Phantasy Star 2 and It Came from the Desert in the console and computer categories respectively. The second annual Consumer Electronics Show, or CES, is held at the Las Vegas Convention Center once again. NEC and Sega, respectively, unveiled prototypes for their Turbo Express and Game Gear handheld consoles. While more than 35 titles are announced for the Game Boy, Cam America also reveals the Power Pack, which was later known as the Game Genie. Sega announces that 20 third-party games would be released for the Sega Genesis by the end of 1990, as well as the continued development for the Master System games. David Pomage would establish the first Funko Land location in New Hope, Minnesota. On March 8th, the Nintendo World Championships would begin. Nintendo and Color Dreams would find themselves in court, where Nintendo would sue Color Dreams over unlicensed production of Nintendo games. Toy Headquarters merges with Trinity Acquisition Corporation, forming THQ. New studios that would be formed this year include Eidos Interactive and Natsume. New hardware that would debut includes the Game Genie, NEC would release the Turbo Express handheld, and SNK would release the AES home console. Namco would release another slew of titles for both home consoles and arcades, including Rolling Thunder 2 and Steel Gunner. Konami would release Snake's Revenge, a sequel to Metal Gear for the NES in North America. Williams released the Smash TV. Origin releases Ultima 6, The False Prophet. Nintendo of America publishes Final Fantasy in North America. Nintendo releases Dr. Mario. Pit Fighter from Atari Games introduces the concept of digitized sprites to fighting games. Borderbound releases Prince of Persia for the MS-DOS. Origin releases the original Wing Commander game. Syria Online releases King's Quest V. LucasArts releases The Secret of Monkey Island. Mega Man 3 is released in the US. Commander Keen is released as shareware, the first major platformer on a PC. Sid Meier's Railroad Tycoon, the first of the Tycoon series, is released by Microprose. And Konami releases Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles the arcade game on the NES. And that's pretty much everything that happened in 1990. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you next time when we enter 1991, where the console wars officially begin. See you next time.